Stitching Kingdom. Welcome to February. It is Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. It's my birthday month. Yay! And I think there's a few of us that have birthdays in February. It's a good month. I'll be having a birthday star. I'll be, lots of fun things going on. Just wanted to welcome everybody. Channel about cross stitch and life, and I left my knitting in the car. Sorry, Kay. So I just want to say thank you to a couple of people for shouting me out. Carrie and Stitches, she's amazing. One of the founders of the Under 1,000 Subs Club. So what that is Carrie from Carrie and Stitches, Heather, Link is my homeboy, invited me along to get a whole bunch of people, because we noticed that there's some people that get on Flosstube and they just skyrocket, just whoosh, within a couple of months. And then there's also people that have been on for years. I want to say Carrie's been on for at least 2 or 3, and I know Heather had been on for longer than I had. She's one of the OGs that I remember watching. And they were still stuck below 1,000, and it's just like, what's going on? Are they just not showing up? Or, because the YouTube algorithm is so fun. But, yeah, so we decided to band together and promote those YouTubers or Flosstubers that were under 1,000 subs. And it used to be that if you were under 1,000, or once you hit 1,000, you could have the community tab where you could communicate, and I've not been good lately, I apologize. But YouTube has lowered that threshold to 500. So once you hit 500, you can post polls, you can post, little shorts, you could say, hey, there's a new video up, or hey, this is what's going on. You can communicate with your community more, and I really like that. But I've been a slacker. I've been a slacker on the comments too, so I'm working on responding to those. So, they created this hashtag under 1,000 subs, and we've had a lot of people graduate from the Under 1,000 Subs Club. Kristi from Kristi's Corner Needlework, she's amazing. Go watch her. Carrie has graduated, and so has Heather. So super exciting to have all them graduate. I remember Vicky Reading Stitching graduated from that Under 1,000 Subs Club. So it's just super awesome. And we're all here about supporting each other and making sure it's the community over competition, which I've always really liked that. But I want to just shout out a couple of people, just thank them for the shout outs. One is Amy J's Creations, and another is Dawn Frosty X Stitch. Both of those lovely ladies are in Switzerland. Amy is actually native to Utah and is living in Switzerland, and Dawn has lived in Switzerland I think all your life, right, Dawn? I want to say yes. But yeah, so, and Switzerland holds a special place in my heart. I love it. It holds a special place in my husband's heart. Our daughter is named after a city in Switzerland, so those Swiss Flosstubers, they hold a special place in my heart. So I just want to thank them for the very kind shout out. And I'm trying to remember if anybody else. Karen from KEB Studio Creations, her and her husband Jason are amazing. She's got some really fun designs. She was the cover of the February issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine, which I should be getting a digital copy of that. But anyway, so yes, we're going to jump into stitching. Like I said, I have some knitting. It's in the car. I'm working on the heel turn for my second sock, so super excited. The pair, so sock 2 of my pair. So, anywho, oh, that was an extreme close-up, and yeah, it's a balmy 18 degrees outside, so we've got some weird lighting and all that jazz going on. But let's get into some stitching. I did the numbers, and on Lady of the Flag in January, because I was just very much focused on seeing how much I could do on her. I'm just pulling up my stats really quick. There it is. So the total number of stitches I did on Lady of the Flag in January was 8,300 stitches. it's mind-blowing. And if you saw my amazing screen grab from last week, you will see how big she was, how I was able to move, and let me show you where she is now. So I was able to move the Q-snap up. I'm just gonna pop the top off here, up to where I had previously been. So I got, this is the very tippy top, because I think I can't remember if the torch is the same height as the spire, spire. I can't remember what it's called. There's a technical term for this that I should know, but flag topper, I guess. There's I can't remember if the torch is the same height as this or not, but I got this almost all the way filled in. I still need to do her skin over here and then her face and the other arm and torch and stuff, but I want to focus on finishing this part of the flag before I move over that away. But these are almost all done. I was looking at the pattern, and like the stars are mostly beads, but there's a couple, like 2-3 stitches of the white just randomly, so I'm like, yep, guess what's getting carried on that. I'm not starting and stopping after every single white strand. So, and when I bead, I use the Nymo thread, so I don't use floss to bead. But there she is. Can't believe she's getting so close. So close to a finish. So I just have to fill this in right here, fill in some white, fill obviously that in, but it looks so amazing on camera, and just, oh, and then obviously her skin. I'm still trying to decide if I do 1/1. I do have the Splendor silks that I got eons ago when Marilyn Emblem from Told in the Garden was designing with them, and people were doing like 1/1 skin and silk and stuff like that. So I do have that thread pack, or yeah, so I might do that. I'm still trying to decide. My cat is trying to get into the... Hi, are you lonely? Oh, did you bring me a mouse? Why, thank you. Come on. She's coming to say hi. Come here. You want to say hi to the peoples? This is Rox. Everybody else shows their animals. Say hi. Purr, purr, purr. Okay. So, she's a sweetie. We love her. She's kind of a pain in the butt, but she's very talkative, as you can hear. Then I also worked on a couple of pieces that had birthdays. Let's see, I showed that one last time. So, my Kingdom Hearts piece had a birthday on the 2nd of February, and I really like trying to work on them for at least, 100, 200 stitches. Hell, stitching has been amazing, because I can do like 100, 200, 300, and get a couple of things done. I still want to try to get 1,000 stitches on each of my whips this year, but that's what this looks like. This is by Stitching Girl on Etsy. I don't know if the pattern is still available. I'll let you go find it. Come on. And this is in a Garon bag. I'm going to try to be better about telling you what bags and all that, but yeah. Most of my bags are Vic from Stitch and Button. I'll just tell you that right now. If it's a bag that's vinyl front, it's usually Stitch and Button. And then if it's the big square ones, I have a couple that are House of Stitch and Stash from Rika, and then I have a couple that are from Christine Stitch All the Things. So, but 90% of my bags are from Vic, Stitch and Button. And I have a couple of Garon. That's what this one is. But so a little close up of there. So all of this is just plain black, which is nice and easy to fill in. And then this is all confetti. And I learned a little bit different technique. I'm not doing exactly that, but Needle Ninja, when she does her parking, and the way she does it, she works her parked threads from the bottom up, and then she also works in the 10 by 10, or 10 by 20. So she goes 10 rows down, and 20 rows over. So she's working 2 blocks at a time, which actually makes it a lot easier and a lot faster, especially when you're in like confetti areas. So there I am for Kingdom Hearts, and it's not very big. I want to say this is, I didn't count this, I want to say it's 28 count, maybe. It's 336 stitches wide by 416 stitches tall, so that's as wide as it is. I want to say it's 28 over 1, maybe 25 over 1. But yeah, that's my Kingdom Hearts. That's how much I got. 600 half stitches, so 300 full stitches in it for its birthday. And was able to work on a couple of prompts for magical stitches and get some inventory done for Hell Stitchin', which I don't know if that group's closed. I will link it below. I'll have to, but it's a fun challenge group. Like, you're working as a team, you're not working against anybody else, and it's just fun. Oh sorry, didn't mean to earthquake you guys. It's fun. You see what you can do with what you have, and the time that you have to do it, and it's about coordinating and unlocking, and it's just fun. And it's not competitive at all, which, you know, you can be competitive with yourself, but we're not competing against other teams. I'm just trying to find, there's the cover photo. And then another one that I had is my Annie dressed monkey on a throne. So I have a full page finish on it, and that I already got, I believe. So sorry. And I love that this is Pattern Keeper compatible. But here I am, and this is on 18 count, and I'm doing it. All of my full coverages are 10 stitch now. I actually started this one as full cross, but you can see that I converted it to 10 stitch, and it's still not that bad. The coverage, I like it. Nick Grogu, this is from Stitch and Button. This is also from Stitch and Button. Q, if you know, you know. Star Trek. And if you guys watched The Mandalorian, or no, not the Book of Boba Fett last night, this little guy makes a return. So love him. But yeah, this episode, it was so good. So good. And they've been doing cliffhangers, and it makes me so mad because I have to wait for another week. But this is Dress Monkey on a Throne. I got it from Artfire, and it's a Canadian Etsy, basically. So, where it is, and the artist's name is Terry Fleckney. So, that's what I got on her. I think that is something. But, so she got about 100 or 200 half stitches in her for her birthday. Got to work on her a little bit more, but we've got time this year. My next book that has a birthday is, let's see here. I think it was my Verbena cross stitch, my Flower Quaker. I'm not working on that one. Oh no, it's not mine. Yeah, that is my next one, is Verbena cross stitch, and that's on the 29th. So I'll have to think about taking that one out. And then the last thing I worked on, and I'm still working on it, is Dreaming of Mums. And this is by Rosewood Manor. This is going to be a big piece. This is Hannah's, from Hannah Dowling. We are doing a round robin with the Dreaming Of series. So it's Corinne and Colleen from Grace Note Stitchers, Janet from Janet Jabber, Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Crystal from Crystal Row, and Carla from Craft Addict K are the ones that are participating. Myself and also Hannah Dowling are participating, and we've all picked flowers. The Dreaming Of series, I've picked irises, and I think Colleen has picked irises as well. And then there's a couple of daisies. Hannah picked mums. I think there's roses, and what's the other one? And they're of course not in order. And they're not on the back of here. That is strange. I'll look it up, but I will link their channels below. Go give them a follow. They're amazing. But I'm stitching on the Dreaming of Mums that Hannah has done. And yes, that mum that she showed that's as big as her head really is as big as her head. Look at that thing. It is huge. So I'm going to be doing this motif that's right next to it. But, whoa! So crazy. But it's so pretty. And I'm glad that we stitch our stitches the same way. I mean, not that it matters, but it helps. It makes me, I'm like, I don't have to sit there, oh, which way do I need to cross these stitches? So that is all stitching stuff that I worked on. So we're going to go into haul and some plans. So let's do some haul first. I got notification that my Stitchy Box is coming, my Alice in Wonderland one that I ordered last year, and supply chain issues, and Steph has been really not Steph. Crumb. Hang on, I need to look this Stitchy Box. Liz from Stitchy Box. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Liz. She's amazing and is a one-woman show. So, yeah, she's got to pack it all herself. I think she's gotten a little bit of help, but, health problems and just, I've been patient and I'm just so excited that it's going to be coming. So I'll have an unboxing of that, just separate from this channel as soon as I get it. So, and then Kitten Stitcher. I love her little logo. It's so cute. She sent out a newsletter, and she has a not sampler club. So not a kit club, or not a club, I think is what it's called. And maybe it's right here. But I got this little red work sticker that's really fun, and it's called, what is it? I Don't Want to Belong to Another Club kit. That's what it is. So you just order it. It's a kit. It's got the finishing and everything with it. And she's got different designers. And when I saw this one, I had to have it. It's Best Twist Heartstring Samplery. If you haven't gotten yours yet, look away. And I don't know if there are still ones available. I'll link her site below, but she's got some amazing stuff. But it says, "You hold the key to my heart." So cute. And then it's got the stuff to finish it with a key, I think. But there's a little key in there. But there's the print is keychains for the fabric, and yeah, super excited to stitch that. And it's just so cute, and it's just super sweet, and I love it. So, and that's by Beth Twist. I want to get a couple of her Sunday samplers, or there's snippets of hymns, and there's two that I really want to get. There's an Amazing Grace one, and then there is one that's Come Thou Fount. And they work perfectly together, so I kind of want to stitch them on the same piece of fabric. And then I won this in a Friday Night Fight Night from Be Stitch Me, and it's not marked, and it is, there's not a color, but it's 18 by 27, 32 count linen, and it's like this really pretty kind of grayish purple. Ooh, that might be good for my Persephone here. Possibly, but that might get lost. Anywho's, might be a candidate there, madam. So, and then other plans I have is I've got my birthday start on the 20th with Vicky from Reading and Stitching. We are stitching Queen Mermaid together for our birthdays, because hers is the 20th, mine is the 24th, and then Belinda's is in there somewhere. I want to say hers is the 25th. first, I should know this. I'm sorry, Belinda. Belinda Aussie Stitcher. She's amazing too. Go give her a follow. They are in the middle of moving, so lots of fun there. But this is another plan. This is Persephone by Mirabilia. I kind of like Mirabilia's. I think so. But Alma and I from Alma's Little Wonders were talking about stitching her together, and so we're like, yes, yes. And then she sent me something on Instagram, and let me find it. And she's like, hear me out. Changing her dress to black because let me find it here. The picture said, don't worry about your contradictions. Persephone is both Floral Maiden and Queen of Death. You too can be both. And that was something that was shared from Babby Bella Stitch. And so we are going to be doing a conversion on that dress to make it dark. I just have to change that kind of bench thing that she's sitting on in the back. But maybe change that to a green or something. But make him like blacks and purples in her dress, but still have the pops of those bright colors and have the pomegranate too. So yeah, we're quite excited. I need to go grab my mom's floss chart, or she's got the DMC color card with all the actual like real floss on there, not just the colors. So play around with that conversion a little bit. And then Michelle Bendy from Bendy Stitchy, she's like, I have an idea for a conversion. So we're gonna stitch our Persephones together. We'll have to think about a hashtag for that one. But yeah, super excited to see what that is. But Elna and I were like, we already bought the bead pack for it, and it's like, that's okay, because there's some beads that will just be used, that are just used in the dress, and some that are not. So I think there's just going to be a couple of beads that we'll have to replace, which is not that bad. Can always use those for something else. But I think that is all I have. Plans for next week is just to kind of stitch on what I want with my categories that a couple of us are working with. If you watch Sammy, she's working on some categories that she's using, and for the month, just to kind of hit those goals that you want to meet. That's the wrong one. And so there's a large seasonal Stitcher's Choice, Newest Start, and Monochromatic. So I'm going to be stitching on a couple of larges. I'm trying to get 4,000 stitches done this month. So yeah, I think that is about it. I hope all my friends in the East Coast and Texas and the South are staying safe, because it's getting a little cold down there. I know you guys got snow and ice, and schools are closed so for the day, so be safe out there. And like I said, like, subscribe. Thank you for coming back to join me. Thank you for, your comments, for your little emojis, your likes. I try to respond back to every single comment, and usually if I don't, it's because I'm busy or your comment has disappeared. I've had that happen with Tamara from PD Stitcher a few times, and it's like, where does this gone? But yeah, please subscribe, tell your friends, share it. I'd love to get, for my birthday, I'd love to be at, between 800 and 900 subscribers. I'd really, 1,000 would be amazing, but, even 800 would be great. So, help me reach that goal, and thanks for coming back. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye.